One of those videos that I've got to word very, very carefully for the purposes of TikTok.
Before he words it really carefully, I would just like to throw this in there. I don't know why I'm getting so sick. I've had 45 boosters and 6 vaccinations, and every time I get sicker. Why? 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 Followed up with a giant duh! Duh! Thank you. Enjoy the video.
I could post this quite happily on X as I will be, and on Instagram as I will be, but on TikTok I've got to be super careful. So just for the TikTok police watching this, everything I'm about to say in this is completely factual, and I'm going to leave people to draw their own conclusions, because I can't say exactly what I'd like to say, so I'm just going to leave it open for people to draw their own conclusions. So this is a video about the global rise that there has been in cancer over the course of the last 3-4 years, and what one of the causes of that potentially, and I do emphasize the word potentially, could be. So for the very first time, we're getting peer-reviewed papers published, scientific peer-reviewed papers. What does peer-reviewed mean? Well, it means that the papers are published, they put forward a hypothesis, a theory, an idea.
A hypothesis! I like big words. That makes me want to run to you and trust you. Hypothesis!
From scientists and physicians and doctors and so on, and then that is reviewed by a number of their colleagues, other scientists and physicians, etc., to see whether they can pick great big holes in it, and if they can't, then it gets published. So this is based on peer-reviewed papers. Let me emphasize that, so don't ban me for saying it, TikTok. These papers draw a link. They're not saying it's causality, they're not saying it definitely is the cause, but it...
Causality! That's another big word! I like it!
Draws a link between the increase in certain types of cancers, which have been sort of colloquially termed as turbo cancers, and people who were in remission, who suddenly lose remission and suddenly get their cancers back again, and the injections that were very widely given to people.
Wait, injections? What do you mean injections? They love you! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da! Loving it.
Globally in 2021 into 2022 and then onwards from there. As I say, it's not causality. They're not saying 100% that it causes it, but they have found a link. And this...
What is 100%? Can you tell me anything 100%?
Paper has been published by proper doctors, proper physicians, proper scientists, and it has been peer reviewed. So what they go into some detail, which I don't really know because I'm not a doctor, about the binding agents, the proteins, the spike protein, the receptors, and exactly how the mechanism for this, they believe, works. And you can go and read that paper. This was a paper that was done jointly between primarily Japanese scientists, but also some UK and US scientists as well, and it is available on X and in other areas. So where does that lead us to? What happens next?
I need you to die!
Is this going to be proven to be true? Is it just theory? If it is true, what does that say?
For entertainment purposes only, I think there's no possible way that they could have conspired worldwide because they're a bunch of homicidal maniacs, and they really wanted to kill everybody, and so they used a bioweapon to murder the world. No, that is impossible. They love you. You're a good little Goyim. Back to work now. Good little Goyim.
About what happened globally and who was responsible for that, and if it's just theory, will they go further and will they attempt to try and prove it, and will governments ever actually own up and admit to it?
It isn't about the money. no matter who's paid off and who has multiple amounts of money, they care about life and your life because you're important to them. Not a dollar sign. Not what's in your wallet. There's no such thing as paywalls and monthly payments and buy now buttons. For entertainment purposes only.
We don't know. Anyway, go and look it up. And as I say, I can't say everything I'd like to say because this will get taken down on TikTok if I do. But once again, if you're reviewing this, I will be appealing it because everything I've just said is absolutely factual. I've not made any cast iron statements. I'm leaving people to draw their own conclusions. But this is a peer-reviewed study that does draw a link between the rise in cancers and the vaccinations that were given out widely 2 or 3 years ago.